Hello everyone, welcome to the Mike from LA1 Network here on YouTube. And well, as of 50 few minutes ago, Monday Night Raw just ended. And boy, this was probably another fantastic Raw. The Brad Maddox era started off with a bang. He did a terrific job, but the first thing you saw was when you saw Monday Night Raw start up, it actually had pyro. I was like, wow, they actually brought the pyro back, but I guess they said they were bringing it back on certain occasions because of money, running out of money and everything. So once the pyro ended, a drum roll hit, which we all expected to be John Cena, but nope, it was Brad Maddox, the new Raw general manager. So apparently his first act as general manager was to give himself a drum roll. Okay, no. As his first act, there was a Money in the Bank rematch between Alberto Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler, and that got a huge applause from the crowd, and then John Cena interrupted the new Raw general manager. And lo and behold, Brad Maddox came up with a decision that has never been done. He let the champion choose his opponent, and we'll get to that later. But then, Mr. Money in the Bank for Raw, for the WWE Championship, Randy Orton came out. He tried to derail that announcement before it took effect. But again, guess who showed up? Da 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 da. Yeah, Fandango. Appearance in the crowd in Brooklyn went nuts, and yes, we had another hot crowd, but there wasn't as epic as the one down in New Jersey. So we may have a Slammy for Crowd of the Year at this point. I'm not going to be too surprised if they do that. Yeah, he's saying, Fandango came out saying that but an intrusion by Fandango brought Randy to a boiling point. Then Brad Maddox made an announcement that Fandango and Randy Orton competed in their first match of the night under the Brad Maddox era, and it was a terrific. Fandango came up with a strong showing, but Randy hit the RKO, and Randy Orton defeats Fandango. So that's all I got to say about that. Next, The Shield attacked Mark Henry. Okay, this is probably a little weird on my taste. So, Mark Henry came out saying that John Cena came as advertised, and the crowd started chanting "sexual chocolate" and "you tapped out." And then all of a sudden, the Shield comes out. The Shield comes out. I was like, wait, how did this work? Why are the Shield attacking Mark Henry? Mark Henry's already a heel, and the Shield are heels. But then I realized this could be a Mark Henry face turn right here. And how ironic, it was in the same building where 7 months ago they got their first victory. So, the thing I was impressed about the Shield, they hit the triple power bomb on the World's Strongest Man. That's all I gotta say about that. Next came the match Alberto Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler. This was another good match. Well, this was a not title one. But before the match started, the moment the world or all the Ziggler fans wanted to hear. After last night at Money in the Bank, where AJ screwed Dolph out of a championship, Dolph broke up with AJ just moments before the match. This was just when Dolph was about to get the victory. The bell rang before the referee could do a 3 count. But look, guess who was at the bell? None other than AJ. which prompted distraction as Alberto Del Rio hit the super kick, and he got the victory thanks to the distraction of AJ. And after the match, AJ slapped Dolph, and out comes Big E Langston and hits him with the clothesline, and then hits the big ending on Dolph. So that's setting up that match, Big E Langston versus Dolph Ziggler at SummerSlam, which I'm excited for that match because I'm going to SummerSlam. But next came R-Truth. R-Truth came out with his old thing with the people over there, what's up? Damn, what's up? But then just when he went Brooklyn, New York, and when he was about to say what's up, out comes the Wyatt family. Yes. The Wyatt family, and just like he did with Kane, they attacked R-Truth. But then Bray Wyatt went to the ring and actually spoke for a while with Eric Rowan and Luke Harper on his side. But he only paused when Truth held with a steel chair and spoiling for a fight. Take his best shot. And then all of a sudden, but then he sent a final message to R-Truth and to Kane, saying, and I quote, "You are not the truth. We seek Kane. Follow the buzzards." Now, if this is building up to what I think it is, I am in for a treat at SummerSlam. But I'm just saying, if this is what I'm leading up to what I think it is. Next was the WWE app vote to determine who would face the Real Americans, aka Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro. The choices were the Usos, Tons of Funk, and the Primetime Players. And the Usos won by 58% of the vote. But before the announcement vote was announced, the Zeb Coulter was talking, saying that Brooklyn was the melting pot, but he called it a porta potty, and the crowd booed the living heck out of Coulter, except when they were chanting, they said, "We the people." But I heard they were gonna be saying "We the people" for Jack Swagger, but yeah, I was disappointed they didn't chant "We the people." And next came what many people call the best moment of the night. Mr. Money in the Bank Damien Sandow took on Christian, and I thought Damien was gonna win this one. This was an okay match. Just when Damien Sandow was going for the elbow of disdain, Christian rolled Sandow and got the pin. And if that wasn't enough, Cody Rhodes had a face turn. So called it. Boom. The crowd was chanting Cody, 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 so I just knew this had to be a face turn right then and there. So, so I know Cody hasn't been a face since 2008, so I was like, why didn't they do this sooner? But that's, overall, he's a face. Next came to the Divas match of the night, Naomi versus Brie Bella. This is probably one of the few times where a Divas match was good in the PG era. 7 months ago, in the same arena, Naomi got her first championship against Eve, who quit. And once again, Naomi shined in Brooklyn. She got the victory over Brie Bella, which was kind of an upset victory, for if you know what I'm saying. Next, Paul Heyman confronted CM Punk, and boy, the crowd in Brooklyn was booing the heck out of Heyman. As Heyman was saying, he fessed up that in fact he turned his back on his first client, Brock Lesnar. and he would not fail him as Punk did against The Undertaker. And Punk vowed to make Heyman pay. But then all of a sudden, yes, Brock Lesnar came out and beat the living crap out of CM Punk. But then Punk put up a good fight against Lesnar, but that match against last night slowed him down a bit, but that was just me personally. But then came the match that stole the show, in my opinion. Chris Jericho versus Rob Van Dam! Yes, this was probably one of the longest matches of the night, and this was probably the best match of the whole night, because Rob Van Dam returned to Raw after 6 years, and that was, and it went back and forth, but in the end, RVD hit the 5-star frog splash, the 5-star frog splash, try saying that 5 times fast, and Rob Van Dam's the winner. So what's next for RVD then? Next was the big finale. John Cena selected his SummerSlam opponent. But then he was saying, I haven't made a decision. But then he turned to the fans and everyone was chanting, yes, 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 yes. And everybody, although he had he went through a couple of people, including Heath Slater, who turned out it was his birthday, so yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. But we have to wait. And he said that this person he chose, that he deserved this the most, and he said, Daniel Bryan. Boy, then that's when Daniel's theme hit, and the crowd just went nuts with the yes chants and everything, so that's all I got to say about that. So overall, this is probably one of the best Raws I have seen yet. In fact, this will be my 3rd best Raw of the year. The second one was the Raw after Payback, and the first being Dead. Yeah, the night after WrestleMania is still the best one, so overall, that was a terrific Raw. Can't wait to see what next Raw brings from Austin, Texas. So, I guess that's it, guys. I'll see you guys later.